as you enter the screen. What is up, kid?
What's up, Pops?
It is so good to be here on Saturday.
At the shop.
It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back. Can we please do some headlines?
Let this...
once this stuff goes? Hey, I'm good. What's up? Cigars and Guns? Oh, that's actually us. Good morning. Saturday at the shop. And on today's show, we have...
I'm in love. Selected fans of selected tobacco, unite! Let's get ready to rumble!
That's definitely peaking on that mic, but I like your enthusiasm.
I'm here to screw it up. It's Tiki time, baby. Goldie is in the vault. Like
all that and more on today's show, which we don't
after this commercial break.
And the commercial break is what? Just us lighting our cigars this morning?
Well, yeah, because we used to have all this fancy publication and press and front stuff and things.
Bumpers. Good morning, everyone. It is so good to be back in the house. It's good to be sitting with you, Pops. I missed you. Love you.
Missed you. Loved you. And,
oh, these are cool.
brand new.
Ooh, I like
Cowboys
this.
colors.
What's up, Mega Bang? By the way, that's how you gong, Evan. Exactly.
For those of you going through gong withdrawals, Brandon is back. The gong is in the house.
And I broke my pencil.
You did?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
That's too bad.
But let's just hop straight into it.
Let's do.
Okay.
And by the way, hold on. If you're coming to us from a foreign country like Chicago, let us know. We'll say good morning to you in your native tongue.
Yes. And a big shout out to you, to Evan, to Adrian for keeping the ship afloat and heading in the right direction, as I was not here, but missing and sitting in the peanut gallery with all the beautiful people who join us.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, what is Saturday at the shop for those who might be watching?
Saturday at the shop is this little slice of heaven called Industrial Cigar Company. We are in Frisco, Texas, the northern end of Dallas, and every Saturday morning, me, Pops, my kid,
I'm Brandon.
we just get together and we talk about what's happening at the shop. We'll talk about new cigars that have arrived. We are fluent in multiple languages, so we're happy to say good morning to you in your native tongue. It's basically just, it's Disney without the rides, the lines, and the little shitty kids.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Look at me real quick.
What happened?
I just want to make sure good. I just didn't want you to get, once you hit a certain age, you forget, can't feel
I'm sideways. Yeah, I can't. Well, I can't feel my.
So
I really can't feel anything from above here.
All right, we're gonna hop straight into it. We had a big week, and when I was watching, what I was realizing is, yeah, you guys are pretty cool, but there's no reason anyone should watch this for more than maybe 20 minutes. Right? I think we can get important stuff in.
Yeah.
And just let's go with a little bit of a sprint, shall we?
Is that what you're saying? Is that you got bored watching the show?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well,
I kept it on the whole time because I was trying to pad the scores on our average watch time. But that being said, let's get straight into it. This week, what is your number one takeaway that we can talk about?
Number one takeaway. I'm in love with the Cavalier LE 2023. They're in the house. This is a very limited, what do they have?
No, oh yeah, it's 1948.
1948 boxes.
Do you know why they have 1948?
I don't. Oh, no. Go ahead, tell me.
It's because that's the melting point or the boiling point of gold. And for those who know Cavalier, underneath this band is actually a little gold foil element, as on most of their cigars. So that's why they did 1948.
So once a year they come out with a limited edition cigar. We look forward to it every year. But there are people that are still in shell shock from the 2019. Back in 2019, it had undisclosed tobacco in it. We won't speculate what that means. I know what it means because I was told what it meant. But I will not elaborate on that other than to tell you that most dealers get a couple of boxes. We got 50. The reason we got 50 is because the last time we had the 2019, we sold 96 boxes. 50 of ours, 46 from other dealers. that we were able to buy them from.
Thanks for not paying your bill.
Thanks for not paying your bill is exactly right. So, these arrived. The first time I had a chance to taste it was Thursday night, right off the 100-degree truck, which I never do. Or I've never had luck smoking a cigar right off the truck.
Nice to meet you as well at PCA.
Spectacular. You're smoking, is this your first one?
Yeah, this is the first cigar I've smoked. The construction is excellent. This is, I think, if you talk about the most improved player throughout the entire season, Cavalier is that. Because Cavalier started as a very good producer, but now they have their own factory, their own fermentation, their own farms, their own rollers, their own everything. They're to the next level.
Sebastian is fantastic. He brings over Brian Matola from Illusione, so there's a little bit of that crossbreeding that's going on, so to speak, and that is another cigar that just came in. This was showed at the PCA show just a couple of weeks ago, called Domaine Rouge. It's part of the Inner Circle family. I smoked it at the show. It's shockingly good.
It's killer.
Yeah.
Here's my takeaway from the week. I'm really looking forward to the food items. For this week, we actually went to a test kitchen where the chef that we're working with took all of our menu, and then we got to test every one of the items exactly how they'll be. And I think it added value because we were able to nix a couple items off of there.
Yeah.
And I just immediately became excited about, one, the variety of items, and getting into some fresher items. Everything is just really well balanced, I think.
We're excited about our expansion. There's holes in the walls. We're making some significant progress. We have people over here that are sitting up against a new wall. But the fact is in order for us to have a bar, we had to be in the food business. We didn't want to be in the food business. After the tasting, I'm really glad we're in the food business, because there are salads and bowls and burgers, and there are so many things that I'm like, now I have a place to eat every day, because it blows. I mean,
how good was that Cuban?
The Cuban sandwich, I'm telling you, we'll have people coming up here not smoking a cigar and not getting a drink. They will get that Cuban sandwich and leave.
I would absolutely. Now, here's what's even cooler with it. The thing that made me even more excited is to see the technology and to see the machinery that we're purchasing. That is as much as multiple cars per machine.
Yep.
And it creates a very consistent, programmable system. And because the items are very tight, the menu is very tight, it allows us to push the button. It takes it exactly the same way, exactly every time.
Consistency is always, to me, is what is the difference between a great restaurant and a good restaurant.
Yes. I agree.
And this will be very consistent. But no,
but we're
the
taking
Cuban
it serious.
sandwich, the Texas twist on the Cuban sandwich,
The Mexican bowl.
the salads.
Yeah, well, we're still
salads.
full from it because it was how many? It was 10
We ate
courses?
for 4 hours.
Yeah.
4 hours nonstop.
Yes, on Instagram you can see some of the items as well. So that is huge. This week we've got a number of products that have started pouring into the humidor.
So much product. First of all, a lot of stuff has been refilled. Atabay, we had about 30 boxes of Atabay show up. Atabay, Byron's, Alfonso's. There are more Alfonso 3s coming. So that's happening. Padron refilled. Crux is on the way. Gran Habano is on the way. There's a number of products that are starting to ship. Luciano stuff is on the way. So that's rolling in. But then there's been some stuff that we've been waiting for. Opus X Lost Cities are back in. The Don Carlos limited edition, that's back in the house. And the God of Fire product is back in the house. So super excited about that. You could talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I selfishly grabbed this because I smoked a couple of these. Now, what are these is the question. And the answer to this is called the Tiki. This is by Principal Cigars, and we will have an exclusive blend and size of this that will be exclusively for Fuselage.
Right.
It'll be the only place on the planet you could buy that cigar. This is called the Tiki, or the Mai Tai Companion, as he puts it. This is a fun Darren Chaffee Principal cigar. It's got this vibrance, this brightness, a little bit. I don't know. It's just tropical. It feels very. It's got this fruity element to it. But if you want to go take a cigar that will take you to the beach without having to go to the beach, this is it.
Yeah.
Very tasty.
Now
I'm smoking this.
These
cigar.
are very, very limited, but we will have some additional. So we've only got maybe 120 sticks or something like that. But the other thing too is if you like the Accomplice White Label and some of those, it's definitely in that lane and pushes up. The Accomplice White Label is our best-selling single cigar. So if you like that, you'll definitely want to try that.
That's interesting you say it, because the way I see this cigar is if an Aviator and a Principal White Label had a baby.
Each other, yeah.
That's-
It's got the smoothness, the depth, the flavor that you get with an Aviator, but it adds that little subtle white pepper that you get with an Accomplice White Label. It's a very, very sophisticated cigar. Mm-hmm. It's really good.
Yes. Tonight we have the fight. Omaha, Nebraska is coming down here.
Omaha, Nebraska is going to kick some ass.
To whoop some Dallas ass.
That's it.
It's here, right, in Dallas? Is that where the
It's
fight
in
is?
Vegas.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's act like
I
it's
would have
here.
thought Jerry would have done something with it, but yeah, it's.
I can hear you, man.
But no, we've got an Omaha boy that you actually watched in the Golden Gloves when he was younger.
When he was Silver Gloves, even.
Silver Gloves.
Yeah.
Young.
Bud Crawford. We have Bud is be fighting Earl Spence tonight, and we did purchase a fight. So here's how it works: if you're a member, come in.
Come on in.
If you are a non-member, 2 cigar minimum to come in.
Yep.
Pretty simple. You're gonna buy a cigar with
Look,
us.
you're going to
buy
be in
2
here
cigars,
anyway. You're going to buy some cigars, but
and arrive early.
and, we're going to say that again just in case you missed it on the first one. Come early. Because I can tell you based on feedback that I've got from a number of members, they're coming early. And we will not reserve seats.
There you
We
go.
can't.
No, we can't. This should be a really, really stellar fight.
It should be. There's 3 fights on the card before. I don't know what time the fight's going to actually go off, but there's 3 fights on the card before.
Okay.
So,
Let's hope for knockouts.
are we getting anybody from any foreign countries coming in? I can't read any of this shit.
Yeah, I've got the computer flipped on the other side.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Are any of them from foreign countries? If you're coming to us from a foreign country.
Oh, Pennington.
Oh,
he's in Canada.
Was Canada. That's right. Good day, mate. Eh?
I sent him a picture today. I saw the picture of when he tried to smoke that German engineer A and got sick and threw up all over the place, right over my
Right
shoulder.
over your shoulder. Yeah.
And
live.
I just sent him the photo with Scrappy the dog on his lap, the wet cold paper towel, and him just looking like shit. Just said, "Miss you, bud."
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great picture too.
Good picture. We'll post it up for you.
I
today.
wonder if Sasquatch has actually gotten Scrappy on had it as a snack.
Little snack.
Yeah.
Little chicken wings.
Little chicken wings. By the way, speaking of UFOs, did you watch
Bad Words podcast.
Did you watch some of the videos that? Watch Bad Words podcast. Number 1, you need to do that. But they did testimony this week. Mm-hmm. They had an F-18 pilot that had produced some video. Interesting.
Suck it, Adrian.
Suck it, Adrian.
They're testifying in front of Congress.
They're releasing new video, and it was very interesting.
I'm just keeping my eyes on the government because I don't wear a tinfoil hat.
This isn't
too
a
much.
blurry thing. This is what looks like just this round cylinder, and the guy was like, "I was an avionics
Easy for you
engineer,"
to say, whatever.
and he's like, first of all, this thing's going Mach 2. This is not this design shape that goes Mach 2. There's also no sound, there's no fuel. And this they have full color picture. It's not this grayed out thing that's flying across the clouds.
This might get us canceled, but I just want to pose this question a
Yeah.
little bit. Isn't the president's son being investigated on corruption charges for our president this week?
Well, we're not political.
I'm just
or
asking the
religious.
question because it's a valid alien question.
Well, what it means is they're going, aliens over here,
Well, that's what
aliens
I'm
over here.
What?
You got nothing to see over here.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But we move forward. You should watch the Bad Words podcast because it is going extremely well.
This last week's
With Crystal.
was awesome. She is Lego Master. She was on the Lego Master show. She's a Star Wars, Star Trek nerd. She's into costume play, which I learned about this week. I was completely out of the loop on that. I missed the whole thing.
It was like you were in Austin Powers and you woke up from the cryo freeze chamber, and then you woke up and went, wait, where am I? What's happening?
No, I felt like Stallone in Tulsa King.
Yeah, we were
25 years in prison. What do you mean you can get directions on your phone?
We were watching, and we backed it up a couple of times, if my memory serves me correct. And she's like, I like cosplay. And you went, yes, what is that? You obviously knew nothing about what it was.
Nothing. I didn't even know if cos was an abbreviation for costumes or if it was something else.
Look, we had a great time.
All I know
with
is,
Crystal.
look, when do you get to have a conversation about furries and have somebody that goes, oh, I know all about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so fascinated.
It's worth it. It's up on all podcasting platforms as well as on our Rumble page.
That's bad words.
We are very close to announcing a guest that we'll just put it this way. You know his work.
Yes.
Everyone in the world.
Every single person in the world knows his work.
Unless you're an uncontacted tribe in the Amazon, you know his work. And even still, you
still know the results of his work,
yes.
Maybe not how he did it.
This could be a life-changing just conversation.
Yeah.
Right? So that is getting teed up for August 22nd. Once we get closer to this, there's one final thing we're waiting for. We'll make that announcement. Yep. I'm honestly bursting at the seams to just say who it is, but I know better than to do that.
Well, we will say this. Like the fight, we'll have to control the crowd with tickets. Normally, the Bad Words podcast we do with a very small audience. This one will have a very large audience.
Yeah, this will be unique. This will be fun. You'll have a chance to meet somebody who's very, very important if you are a fan of freedom. But let's move forward before we
He
go ahead
changed the
and say
course of freedom forever. America as hell.
I'm going to bring my wife and just have her sitting there going, America.
America.
I hope Ollie's not watching. Also, do we still have these in?
I don't know.
I sure hope so. We still have these. I just want to talk accessories for a second.
Okay. Go ahead.
I realize we have to pivot, but we've got a couple. This is called the Concave. It's got a little logo on there. It's got a little cigar rest on it. It's a dual flame. These things are great. It's got good weight, excellent quality, soft finish, so you don't get fingerprints.
It's like $25,
right?
Yeah.
And then we've got this. This is the Zebra, and it's a little soft flame with a little hit there.
Yeah.
I love this thing, and you can't really get into any reliable soft flames for under $100.
Well, that's DuPont's really the only one that's doing anything, and those are
$2,000,
big money,
right? But this deal is called.
Some dog.
Is this the Zebra? I think this is called the Zebra. We've got a few colors. I went straight cartel on it with this gold.
Yeah.
I love this thing. It fits just right in this little top pocket here.
Yep.
$40. Kick ass. And it's like working on a 2-stroke dirt bike. If something goes wrong, then you just
change the flint.
You're good.
Yep.
It's excellent. So we have a number of cool little accessories in the humidor. Oh, I'm sorry.
Plus, there's all of that. There's beads and sunscreen and all kinds of stuff out there for all your summer needs.
Here's what he's trying to say is, you're going to get a hall pass to come up here from your wife, or you'll bring her, right?
Sure.
How do you continue to get hall passes? Brownie points.
Brownie points.
We have brownie point just builders up front.
You're here, you decide to have another cigar, you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to get my ass kicked when I get home. But wait, go out and buy her a little bracelet. You got $20 into it, maybe 15.
Yeah.
Slide it, hey, sorry I'm late, but hey, I saw this. It made me think this is something you might enjoy. Boom, you're golden.
It's the same thing as if you're going to be late to a meeting, at least stop and get donuts.
Yeah.
Walk in, sorry, I was getting donuts.
Yeah, they were so slow.
Took too long. Got it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're welcome, America.
Yeah.
We're making really good progress here, and I think
we
it's
are.
keeping us where we need to be.
Okay.
You want to pick one of these guys and run with them?
Can I talk about the Goldies first?
Please.
So, La Polina, outstanding line, been around forever. The family that started CBS, the television network, owns La Polina, and they're experiencing their 125th anniversary. They've been around for a long time. In fact, in our pre-embargo Cuban collection, we have a couple of the original La Polinas shut down for a while. But they did a cigar that was done at the El Titan factory in Little Havana. There was a lady down there that was a Class E Cuban roller. So if you become a Class E roller in Cuba, you are best of the best of the best. She gets out of Cuba, she makes it to Little Havana in Miami, goes to work for El Titan, and made one cigar basically the remaining years of her life, called the Goldie. The Goldie is a very limited number of boxes, typically between 1,000 boxes or as little as 500 boxes. But this cigar has always been one of my favorites. Every year it's different. It has this beautiful fantail. This one is a Lancero.
They use actual rice paper.
Very Cuban-esque. These cigars, and we told La Polina, they want us to sell theirs $8 cigars and stuff like that. Didn't do what we needed it to do. Didn't perform. But when we told them that if you give us Goldies, we're in. Not only did they give us Goldies, but they went to the vault. These are actually called private stock. We have Goldies from 2012, 2016, and 2018. So these are all aged as much as 11 years post-roll. And there is the Dahlia, the El Aguito, which is a Lancero, a Churchill that are just beautiful. Ron's smoking one right now, but I still have a box of these that I bought back a long time ago.
For those of you who are watching, you realize you posted them to Ecom without any descriptions or product photos.
Well, that could have happened.
So if you go to industrialcigars.co, you can actually purchase these super aged cigars. They're not going to be built out product pages, but if you're interested in trying something that is, in my opinion, from my experience, it is at of a level experience.
We're the only ones in Texas with these.
Really?
Yep. And we have access to about 25 boxes of each. So I think we got 6 in this first order of each. But we have a couple of guys that remember the Goldies before because I bought them through. I bought a collection of them. Yeah, and really, really good. So do yourself a favor. I think they're in that kind of $20 to $30 range, something like that. But do yourself a favor. This cigar is incredible.
Here's the problem with being out and then coming back is I'm going, yes, I'm going to smoke this, I'm going to smoke that, I want to smoke this, and then I'll take one of those La Polinas. Well, I'm not going to smoke 4 at the same time, but I'm going to be double-handing it today.
Yeah, there's another cigar that you'll remember when we were in Vegas at TPE, the beautiful 8 Cigar Lounge. They had one cigar that was like centered right in the middle, and that was the La Polina 125th anniversary. So those are also in the house.
What do they look like? Do they look like a Goldie?
No. Darker wrapper.
Oh. That looks like their old. That's their old labels, huh?
It is.
That's the old dead grandma on there.
Yep.
Gotta
so
love that.
The interesting thing about the Goldie is this lady that was this Class E roller. She rolled these cigars. This was the only cigar she rolled. She passed away. Well, she knew she was sick, so she spent 2 years training another roller to roll that cigar. And so there was a couple years that there were no Goldies, and now this will be the first year that the Promenade, something like that, Promenade Day, will be out, and that's coming out soon. But we have the old stuff.
Let's roll just a couple of quick items that you can grab tickets for. One is Pars and Cigars. If you want a great experience, learn how to play golf, or better your swing from Andrew, who is my younger brother, who is a PGA Class A teaching professional.
Yep.
Just a tremendous coach. He can just look at ball flight and tell you, hey, do this with your hands, and then sure as shit, it works.
It works.
Go out there, get a stick. It is on August 12th, 10 a.m. That's at Plantation.
Right.
It's very low cost. Grab it and then go out there.
Yeah, do you remember what it is? How much? 50, 50? Okay.
Yeah,
and you're
so-
getting cigars.
Cigars, an hour on the driving range.
Cigars and an hour. Lessons.
Yeah, he gets $150 an hour for his lessons. So he'll do small group lessons on the range, but I'll tell you what, people are out there buying $500 drivers thinking that's going to fix it.
No.
The problem is still the flesh that's holding it.
The other is first Friday, August is up. Let's rock and roll. Let's party. Now, I think that takes us to the tail end, and it's time for us to close this out as
Okay.
usual.
I definitely feel a shorter show.
I think it's a
It's
better
probably,
show.
it's probably better. I just enjoy doing it.
It's a better show.
Yeah, that's okay.
And it's spa weekend for F1, so they've got the sprint race here.
Okay.
So we gotta put that.
Gotta
on,
watch
you know,
that
so
F1.
it's-
Yeah.
So that is what it is. So the thing is, we've got to introduce Adrian, but Adrian's not in his normal spot, so we need to figure out where the hell Adrian's at.
Where's Adrian? Oh, he's back there.
Have you been here the whole time?
Oh,
Well, all right. Well, come on in. All right, give it up for Adrian.
Baruna!
Hey! What's up, you sneaky son of a bitch?
Morning.
God, it's good to see your face.
It's good to have the team back.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
It feels right. It's
right.
Saturday. We've got everyone
Bad
here.
words. Bad words felt right.
Yeah.
It felt right again. You're the
Constant.
counterweight to our.
I don't know. I
Universe.
feel like maybe I'm just the thorn that you always feel, and then when you get out, you're like, oh, maybe that thorn was making sure I was walking
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
No, it was good.
But that being said, good show,
Yeah.
excellent show.
Yeah. Love
And the Cigars and Guns Shirt Club shirt,
Awesome.
dope.
it.
The
Yeah, it came out
backwards.
great. Yeah.
I was,
Yeah. They have the files so we can run as many as we need to in the future. So
yeah, we might as well do
do
that
that.
for our guests.
For sure.
that's a good idea.
But what else is new in your world? I haven't asked you that question.
We did.
Yeah,
Bad
I
words.
mean, so it's too hot really to go out into the range. Cigars and Guns, we typically have range days, throughout every few months. But honestly, it's way too hot here in Texas. And but we'll set something up for probably like September, October timeframe, maybe early in the morning on a weekend, and just get us out there.
Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
And we need to talk about doing another LTC course.
yes.
Some of the guys have been talking about that, and yeah, so we get one of those going.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to our August 22nd guest as much
100%.
as I am?
Oh yeah, yeah. Doing some research. We really need to. Yeah, we're gonna knock it out of the park.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you've watched Bad Words Podcast before, check it out now because I really enjoyed. We sat and spoke about it and thought about, okay, how do we make this better? Sitting before we got into the show, and I felt like the flow was better this week. So I like that idea of us meeting every week before the show and going, all right,
Yeah.
let's tighten up here, let's do that.
Yeah. Oh,
Like a
100%.
plan.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we've been going.
We've done this 268 times, and we haven't really had a plan yet.
No, we just kind of show
We're
up.
gonna fine tune it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Adrian, for those folks who don't follow Cigars and Guns, where do they go?
Yeah. Any and all platforms, social media, Cigars and Guns. Go to cigarsandguns.com. Check out the monthly T-shirt club that we have. It's an awesome thing. We get a new shirt every month. And if you're not coming here for the fight tonight, head over to Mark Sharon's. We're gonna go hang out with him. He's got a big, monstrous water slide that he's gonna have. He's cooking, so have some cigars.
I want to watch
out
Mark
there.
go down a water slide.
Yes.
I think it's gonna happen. Yeah, I'll get my
Tsunami.
camera ready. Yeah,
That's going to be
That dude's
excellent.
gonna create a
Set the
tsunami.
edge. Yeah.
And last but not least, after this week's news, where you sit 1 to 10 on aliens.
Oh, I'll have to watch that video to see just how grainy it's.
Oh
not.
no, it's HD. It's HD from.
Okay, so
from
right
an
now,
F-18.
where do you sit?
It's a 0 still.
0.
Zero.
It's an
Perfect.
F-18 high res pointing at this thing as it's flying across the.
We'll ask you
field.
again next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But until that time, will you sign us off?
100%. Catch us every Saturday for Saturday at the Shop, 10:30 a.m. No,
Where most of us are
10:10.
believers in UFOs.
Actually, if they're in on 10:30, we'll never be late.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, every Saturday Central Time, and then every Tuesday Bad Words Podcast.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And
We're
hey,
rusty.
yeah.
Shit. We're
Yeah,
good.
yeah, and I think that, and also treat yourself. Come up here and be part of the crowd.
Yeah.
Come in, hang out, Ron brings tacos. It's almost a party.
Put August 22nd on your calendar now.
Yep. Be here.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yes.
Amen. With that,
Have a good weekend, guys.
peace. We out.
Stay cool.
Love you.
Crowd goes wild.
You say that every week. Crowd goes wild.
Thanks for coming in, Josh.
Thanks for being here for the good part. Right there at the end. We should.
Oh, for
maybe that's
sure.
Halloween. Halloween is.
Maybe it's just a furry convention. I just think we have a furry convention. Here you go, Adrian. Oh, Adrian, do you want this? Cute.
We're still fighting. Oh, we've been fighting for months. Yeah. No, we're fighting. We're getting there. It's okay. Yeah, we'll get there. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, it could. I mean, with really aged tobacco, it's going to take on
These are California
a dried
companies, by the
fruit
way.
type element, which you would think is going to be in the same lane as
Oh, hey, I've got a new follow for you.
grapes with wine and things like that.
Specifically for Sims.
Class A through E.
Okay.
Experience, experience and then quality of role.
Let's see if I saved one. If
Like
not,
that- I
the
mean,
next time they
there are
come
rollers
across,
there.
I'll send it to you. Let me see.
Like you went there, right? Did you go to Hotel Villanueva?
Don't sit much.
The guy that was making
No,
cigars in there, he's a
it
Class
hits.
E roller. So they're like rock stars in Cuba. And then there was the chick that was at the
No, I didn't say it, but the next time it comes through,
well,
I'll,
Hotel Nacional, but there was one that was a roller at
Page follow?
it was a
Yeah,
little
you
further
wanna-
down
that funny?
the deal.
it's just kind of in our
But
rhythm. It's kind of in
the
our
Taco
lane.
House?
But
Yeah.
she had
It's
was
right where we
people
enjoy
going
it.
in to get
Yeah?
pictures taken
Oh,
with
yeah.
her and all that stuff.
And I'm not going to ruin it by telling you what it is. I'll just, if you get something
oh,
from
yeah.
me, just know that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, they get to sit in different areas in the factory.
Cheerleader.
All the rollers at Elegina, that does the Bahique, they're all Class D or
Video
E
pauses. and
rollers,
then scroll
just to
down
be able to get to that
comments.
factory.
They were like, dang, I'll be down with
About
her
it.
like
Yeah.
anytime. Like,
Yeah.
I think
And
you
then
sent
they
it to
have-
me.
Oh, yeah.
I think you sent it
call it the
to me.
World
They're like on a
Championship.
track at a football game or
But
something.
that's where
Yeah, that's,
a two-man team
My favorite one was one that you
smokes
sent. It's like,
cigars,
how down are
and
you?
they have to identify where every single lease comes from and the age of the lease. And they have, and whoever can identify that
FS7.
is the world champion.
I think so. Yeah, I gotta win that dollar.
Yeah, I didn't know about it until I went to the
after the
festival,
kid.
because that's where they do the actual competition. Yeah.
I hope.
Because I really want to watch.
We are.
Take a lot of them. Just for that.
Well, that makes it fun.